Hey, Humpty Dumpty's broken pieces. Good morning, Sin. Hi, CCK. Hey, Miss Lennon. Miss Nomer, how are you? Frustrated lurker, my heart. Hey, Kathy B. Whew. Can you guys hear me at all? I'm having some technical difficulties, per usual. I don't know if this mic is going to work. It seems that I have a little poodle that likes to chew on cords. Hey, Ash274, how are you? Romad, it's good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. Hey, Clancy. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Oh, gosh. Hey, Eric, how are you? I'm probably not going to stay live very long, but I wanted to respond to a few things. You know, I've seen some comments. Oh, Sarah's in hiding. What am I hiding from? Somebody online? Are you kidding me right now? That's funny. Really funny. But before we start with the drama, can I get you guys to say a prayer for my daughter? She's having some problems with her pregnancy, and she was in the hospital the other day. I was going to go live and, talk about a few things, and then she kind of had to go to the hospital. She's having some serious, tingle sensations in her legs, and I guess it's because of the baby laying down around her cervix or whatever. But she thought it was her neuropathy, and they also thought she had a blood clot. Thank God there was no blood clot. I'm so unbelievably grateful. I was in a complete panic, though, because she texted me and she's like, Mom, I'm on the way to the OBGYN. I'm going to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And I'm freaking out. And of course, I wasn't allowed up there because, COVID. And she was in the OBGYN section of the hospital. I don't know. It was just a huge mess, but I'm so unbelievably glad that, it wasn't because of her diabetes. It wasn't an actual blood clot. But she does have neuropathy, and so it was just a big mess. But I'm so glad that she's home. Her blood sugars, this pregnancy, her blood sugars have been out of control. Her A1C levels are high as a kite. And she said that this baby, she's done. Hey, Richard, how are you? Hey, Julie. Hey, Mac11, Lynn. Thank you guys for the prayers. She's doing good. It's just she keeps getting this tingling in her legs and she can't hardly walk. So it's been scaring her. She said that this baby is it, though. She is done having babies. I'm kind of glad of that because, she's been a juvenile diabetic since she was 5, and her blood sugars have not always been regular. So it's done some damage, and it really scared me when she first got pregnant with her firstborn. And then it scared me even more when it came to her thirdborn or second. And now she's pregnant with her third. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Every time I think about my daughter being pregnant, I always go back to the movie Steel Magnolia. No good. That movie has, oh gosh, crazy. I never would have thought I would have a diabetic daughter. But I'm very proud of her. She's got the pump now, and she's doing pretty good with that. And oh gosh, the insulin pump, that's a whole nother story. There was a time, when she was younger, we were all inexperienced with her insulin pump, and I was at work on third shift one time, and my grandmother calls me and says, Sarah, we're going to the hospital because Brienne's insulin pump. Oh, Lord. I'm down on West 3rd Street working at the shop, and I worked at Delphi General Motors down there. I couldn't just up and leave my presses. So, oh my gosh, it was so bad. But yeah, her Medtronic insulin pump completely drained into her. They said when she got to the hospital, her blood sugar was 13 or something. It about killed her. So she went probably 10 years without an insulin pump. But I'm glad she's older now and able to use it properly. Thank you, Humpty Dumpty. Hey, Bailey Vexed. So the reason that I'm going live today is because, I've got a few responses. one of the responses will be Laura. The next one will be Brian. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk about the other people that are talking about me, blaming me for certain things. I'm just not even going to respond to it. When you have some proof, get with me. Until then, fuck off. I'm just, I admitted to being an account. I admitted to Trisha what happened because I was being, I guess, intimidated. People were behind the scenes. Well, look what Sarah did. Blah, blah, blah. You need to talk to Sarah. So I said, fuck it. You know what? I did this, but you're not going to get me on anything else because I'm not those accounts. And for anybody to actually accuse me of being a Tweety Bird account, please go fuck yourself. That person, that account, whatever, has been around way longer than me and is completely invested in drama. I am not completely invested in drama. I'm just not. There's times that I don't go live. I don't do a rebuttal every single day. I'm lucky if I go live once a week. Hey, Anna Mary, how are you, hon? Hey, Top Cop. You guys like my new little emojis? They're little GIFs. I didn't know that you can make your emojis out of GIFs. Once I figured that out, I was like, heck yeah, this is cool. So I got my little poodle emojis and stuff. So, hey, Ems, how are you this morning? I was going to do like a reaction to what Brian was saying, and I might. But I want to bring up this first. Yesterday, there was a channel, I guess it's a clip channel called Please Drive Through. And, they've been taking my content and I don't care about that. I do have a big mouth. Laura was over there. Well, Sarah has a pretty big mouth and she's striking people's channels. Yeah, I did. I didn't give you permission to take my content. I don't care if people use my content. Just ask me first. And I know who that Please Drive Through is. So I don't like them. So hell no, you're not going to take my content. And if you do, I'm just going to strike you. And yeah, Laura can help you out with that, the $1.29 lawyer thing to get the copyright taken off, but spend your money to get it back. I don't care. Spend your money to get it back if it's that important to you. Shit. Just don't take my shit without asking. That's all. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? All you got to do is ask. And I'll probably be like, yeah, because, my channel has clipped other channels since 2014, 2015. I get it. People like to take other people's content and take little clips out of it. And then other people can hear it or whatever, make fun of them, whatever. I don't care. Just ask me first. Hey, Allie's nurse, how are you? Hey, Shauna. It's good to see you, Shauna. I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Please Drive Through was over there crying to Laura about the strikes I put on that channel. And then Laura turned right around and said, if someone takes a clip of mine, I'm going to strike. And I understand why. It was her son. And that was actually pretty funny yesterday. He ran out to get the trash cans and he had a bra attached to his shorts. That was pretty funny. No, I'm not going to clip it. And no, I'm not going to use it. If other people want to, go for it. I'm not going to do it. I'm done clipping shit. I am so fucking done with channels. I've learned my lesson. I'm done. So, y'all can research until you're blue in the face. You're not going to find anything else on me because I'm not doing it. For one, I don't have the time. And for two, I just don't want to be that invested in the drama anymore. Okay. So there's that. Hey, Rachella, how are you, darling? Clary, is Clary in here? Oh, Clary, I love you. Clary's one of the good ones. I really love her. Okay, so, all right. over to Brian now, because I don't want to spend too much time on a stupid clip channel. I'm not going to spend time on Laura because I don't want to talk about her all the time, but she did mention me yesterday, so therefore I'm bringing it up. And I talked about it a little bit. Other than that, I don't care what Laura does. I don't care what Laura says. I'm not invested and obsessed like she thinks that I am, and neither is anyone else. She uses that as like a intimidation tactic, really. Well, don't talk about me anymore. Whatever. I'm not even going to talk about you. You can have fun making your candles. It's whatever. So let's go to what BSJ was saying. Let's talk about that for a minute. Mandolin had clipped something the other day, right? And before I go any further, I'd like to say that, Brian, yes, somebody came up on my panel and kind of mediated between you and I. If you don't understand why I got so upset, you're dumber than I thought. You cannot sit there and take my address and give it to anyone and think that's okay. And you know what? You have made a few little videos of me, and I haven't responded until now. You do this shit because you do want a response out of me. And I'm not going to be your whipping boy for the next 15 years. I'm not. But when you bring me up and call me an idiot, hell yeah, I'm going to respond. So let's play this real quick. Let's see.
She's an idiot. Then you went back to using.
She's an idiot. Then you went.
She's an idiot. Then you went back to using. Anybody else want to play with me?
Anyone else want to play with you? Brian, I think you're a motherfucking piece of shit. I have always thought you as a piece of shit. Ain't shit gonna change about you. You're gonna be who you are, and you've always been a piece of shit, motherfucker. You're not gonna sit there and talk about me all the goddamn time and expect me not to reply to you. You know what? I can be pretty nice, but if you provoke me enough, you're gonna piss me the fuck off. All right. And that's where I'm at today. I'm pissed off at you because you're a piece of shit and you won't leave me alone. And you're calling me an idiot because I relapsed. And then today, let's go over here. This morning you do a video and you backtracked, buddy. You tried to say, oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say she was an idiot because she relapsed. Yes, you did. Anybody else want to play with me? Like you some big bad hard ass motherfucker. You're a janitor. You've always been a piece of shit janitor. That's all you'll ever be. Don't come for me, motherfucker, because I swear to God, you and I will have huge issues. And I am not afraid of you, Brian. Never have, never will be. Got that? You trigger the shit out of me. You call me names. You make fun of a relapse. You talked about it before I even came forward with it. You don't bully me, buddy. You mean nothing to me. I do not care for you. I'm going to play this because I'm going to react to it. And I'm sorry, I can't read the chat because I'm on a different screen, but I'm going to react to the things that Brian was saying in this 7-minute and 43-second video this morning. I am going to speed it up. Let's see. There we go. Watch my computer not work. Okay, it's just spinning. This is great. Just bear with me.
Okay, some of the comments under this video here.
Okay, when he says reading the comments underneath this video here, he is talking about the video that Mandolin put up about me and about how Brian was calling me an idiot for relapsing. So let's continue.
As if I was talking to her. There's no video where Serendipity just can't keep my name out of her mouth.
See, that's not true. I don't go live that often. I don't make videos all the time, right? So what you just said is complete bullshit. You have been following me around, stalking my comments, because that's what you're doing in this video. You're reading through the comments. It seems like when some of you like run out of content, you'll go to the comments and then make videos out of the comments. Quit stalking my comments, bruh.
Remember, I remember correctly. Been 2 different panels where one of her friends came up to me and said, well, how about you don't talk about him and he won't talk about you? And I said, okay, cool. That's cool. I can do that. I even tried to go a professional way to stop this bickering, but you went
a professional way. If you think for a hot second that I'm going to go anywhere near downtown Dayton to a mediation center, you're wrong, especially for somebody like you. Now, if it were to be, if my father had done this or something, I'd have been all on it. Or if, a family member that had some issues with me would have done that, then yeah, that would have been cool. Or even a close friend. That would have been just fine. But no, it's you, Brian. You like to poke and poke and poke until people fucking blow up. And then you cry victim and say, look what they said. Look what they said to me. They're just so mean. Dude, you're a man in a woman's community and you're calling women names. You're bashing women for their weight, their looks, and, things that they say in the comments that might hurt your little feel goods, right? Poopy pants, get over it, dude. You're the same person you've always been. You are never going to change. You're an asshole. I bet you was bullied in school, weren't you? And then you came and found YouTube and, people started to like you. So you're like, oh, I'm going to bully people because people bullied me. So I'm going to be mean to women. Yeah, that's who Brian is.
Just can't keep my name out of her mouth, period. No matter what. She's not an adult.
Okay, I can't keep my name or his name out of my mouth, yet he's the one that's done a couple of videos about serendipity, right? Okay, Brian, in your reality, maybe that's how it worked, but in mine, that's not how I view it. That's not how I view it at all. It's you talking about me, buddy.
Let's respond to somebody's comment.
You're responding to comments.
It just doesn't just affect.
Okay, so he's reading Sand Dancer's comment.
One group of people, doctors and other professionals have addiction problems and they can also relapse. True. Brian also claims to have credentials in drug rehabilitation. I don't have those credentials now because you have to update them yearly, but there was a time where I worked in drug rehabilitation years ago.
Years ago. What, was you a janitor? I mean, what, you're claiming that you was a counselor? There'd be a paper trail, Brian. I don't know how far back he's claiming to have been a counselor, but back then you didn't have to have education to have credentials, right? You didn't have to go to school. So maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and look it up and find out if he did or if he didn't. I don't care enough. But for somebody to claim that they have been in recovery and that they have credentials, what changed with you? Why are you bashing people that have relapsed? Why are you making fun of them? Why are you calling them idiots? Why are you calling them names? Why are you taunting them about their addiction? Why? People that have had credentials don't treat other addicts like you treat them. They just don't. I'd like to see where my husband has ever made fun of anyone for their addiction or for their relapses. You won't find it because he has empathy. He has morals, right? You wouldn't know anything about that though. So I understand why you do what you do, Brian.
You have to continue to update him. I don't work in that field anymore. He doesn't have it. If he did, he wouldn't make so many ridiculous, insensitive BS comments. No, I don't have them now, and I don't work in that field. So does that mean you're not a parent because you talk about other people's parents? Parenting, does that mean that you're not a female?
This has nothing to do with females. This has nothing to do with anything that you're talking about. You're trying to deflect, and you're trying to talk about other things other than what was written as a comment.
You talk about other females. Is that what that means? Is that what that means, Amanda Lynn?
Amanda Lynn's a female. What are you talking about? You're a male, and you're picking on Amanda. You are making fun of her. You've made fun of me. You're picking on me for my addiction, dude. Shut the fuck up. It's none of your business. I mean, go ahead. If you want to talk about it, if it gives you some kind of like sense of power, go for it, dude. Just go for it. But what I'm saying is, don't do that to other people because you don't know how strong or weak they are. You don't know what's going to cause them to go over the edge, right? Just stop. I had a really bad month and a half, maybe 2 months, right? And people just kept coming at me, making fun of me for relapsing. Oh, Sarah relapsed. She's a fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Yeah, I did. And it got my pride. It did. It made me feel really low. I felt like a huge piece of shit. And like, I cried a lot because my emotions were all over the place. When people relapse, it messes things up chemically inside of your body. And yeah, you're prone to be more sensitive. You feel like a huge piece of shit. You feel like you failed your family. So yeah, I felt those emotions for a while. Everybody knows I'm a huge crier anyway. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't talk about daisies out in the yard without crying. My emotions were whacked. And it's people like you that sit there and say, well, if they keep bullying people, then it'll send people over the edge. Yeah, Brian, it's people like you and your friends that like to tantalize people for their weaknesses or their falls in life.
There's absolutely no record of him holding any credentials that he claims, but he doesn't stop sharing his wisdom and lies. Well, there could be a record if you looked into Ohio credentialing.
None of us want to look up your credentials. We don't care enough, all right? Yeah, credentials can be traced. They can. But I don't care to do that with you, Brian. I don't want to know anything about your personal life. I'm just going to react to the shit you say about me or about one of my friends.
4 years ago, but you have to continue to update those things or they drop off. I worked for Eastway in Dayton, Ohio. He finds something he views as weakness, and that's what he's attacked. I really can't with him. Well, I'm pleased you caught this. As if I didn't say it in public wherever I hear it. She caught it. He's trying to be sneaky and saying that.
Why don't you leave Sandancer alone?
She caught it. Good job catching that. And look, she just automatically believes this. Just look. The CCDC 1, CCDC 2, and CCDC 3, those are credentials that you have to update every year. No one has called the Ohio to look.
Brandon, do you have to update credentials every year? If, say, you're a counselor, do you have to is it yearly that you update them?
2 or 3.
Okay. What is that? What's
you have to do what's called continuing education.
Uh-huh.
So you have to have so many education hours to resubmit. And then once you send that to the board, they send you a renewal of your credentials.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get you a smoothie.
You're going to get me a smoothie? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do I deserve that? I've got, guys, you know what? This is the deal. I've got one of the best husbands in the world. He's going to go and get me a smoothie. Is it got energy in it?
A little.
No, I need a lot.
I love you. You're beautiful.
I love you. You're beautiful too. Thank you. Hi, Mac 11 Lynn. I love you so much. Little Miss STFU says, I do yearly as a psych tech. Cool. Brandon just said it's different state to state. So in Ohio, he only knows what? Every 2 years. Yeah. When Brandon did it, he was Brandon, what were you when you used to do it? You had a CDCA, right? Okay, he's already gone. I think he had his CDC or CDCA. I can't remember. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not going to play all of Brian's video. If you guys want to go over there and watch it, you can. Hey, Miss Leah. Miss Leah says, I do every year as a mental health therapist. See, Brandon didn't get that far. I know that Brian likes to look shit up, right? He likes to dig into people's pasts. So I'm just going to be completely honest. Brandon, when we met, I was his patient, right? So, I don't know if I want to go into the whole story, but Brandon doesn't have his credentials anymore. He never said that he did. He's kind of in the same field still, but he doesn't have those credentials anymore. So have fun finding them. He has different credentials now, but he's still in the same mental health scope practice, kind of. But yeah, Brian, have fun with that, because I know you've already looked him up. I know you have, because I know you. You hate me that much that you want to look into my life. You want to go to places and have them send me mail. And I don't know if you did or if you didn't, but that day that you was on my panel, you specifically said that you had them send me some mail. And that's why I flipped out. And then you retracted your statement by saying that you never had anything sent to my house. You got to stop lying, bruh. You have got to stop lying. Good morning, this Shannon. How are you? Oh, Gone Girl. You bad girl, you. Gone Girl says, I dated my grief counselor. And let me also put this out there. It's not like I was dating Brandon when I was in treatment, okay? We didn't hook up until after I left. I met him at a meeting again. And yeah, we knew that both of us were going to be at this meeting, but we hooked up after the fact. But that's originally how I met Brandon. Now, I knew of him before because I had a stepdaughter that, ran around with him. My first husband was probably 23 or 4 years older than me. And he had a daughter that was my age, right? 5 years younger, whatever. And she ran around with Brandon when they were younger. So I've known who he was for a long time, but that's neither here nor there. The only thing that matters is, he's trying to help me get through this. Was he happy that I relapsed? Not at all. Oh God, not at all. We had a tough patch, but we got through it. And that's what matters the most. That's what matters. We were able as a couple to get through it. It's not like he's mad at me anymore. I bet he was disappointed, and it probably hurt him because he didn't know if I was going to haul off and, be gone for 4 or 5 days, because that's how I do it. If I relapse, usually I relapse for hard, like no money in the bank, nothing. And you won't see me for 5 or 6 days or at all. I don't want to live that life. And I'm trying my best to not let that happen, because my life is good today. I own a home today. I have 3 cars. I have things that I've worked hard for, and I'd like to keep them. I don't want to lose it all over drugs. I've already lost it once. I don't want to lose it again. It's not like I said, well, I'm going to relapse today. It wasn't really a choice. Maybe it was a choice by putting the medication in my mouth. Okay, you got me there. But it's not like I said, well, I think I'm just going to relapse. I couldn't stop. That's where the addiction comes in. I couldn't stop. And honestly, there was a few amazing women in this community that helped me through it, that loved me through it. And for that, I will forever be grateful, and I will forever love them. Because they did. They knocked some sense into me, and they were there for me when they didn't have to be. They were selfless enough to help me when I couldn't help myself. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Anna Mary. Well, it makes me mad. You got these people that sit there and, talk about people's downfalls, their flaws, their shortcomings, and they laugh about it like it's so funny. Am I laughing at you or anyone for their addiction? No. Because I know that people who relapse are hurting. I don't want to make it worse for them. You'll never catch me calling someone a junkie. You just won't. And I know that there's people out there that like to bully people, and they will take whatever information you put out and try to use it against you. I'll say this. If I didn't want people to know that I was an addict, I would have never put it out in the universe 6-7 years ago. Okay. And I put it out there online. Like, I talked about my struggles. I've talked about my past, and I've talked about being sober for 6-7 years, right? Now, am I kind of mad at myself for relapsing? Yep. But I can't change it. All I can do is learn from it and move on and try not to make those mistakes again. Obviously, I had started slacking when it came to my addiction. I stopped going to meetings. I stopped doing things. I got cocky, I guess, right? And so that's what led me to relapse, and there was some other things going on in my personal life that caused it. Now, people are like, well, she shouldn't be talking about drugs all the time. Who are you to tell me what I can and can't talk about on my channel? Huh? If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch. You do not have to watch. Hey, Sabrina, good morning. Hey, Monkey Mar. Poppy J into his house. I love you. I've been called every name in the book recently. I've been called, I'm not even going to repeat what I've been called, but it's like that saying goes, if you keep poking the bear's going to wake up and start roaring, man, and they're going to start clapping back. Leave me alone. If you don't want to be in my little world, or if you don't want to be acknowledged on my channel, then leave me alone. Stop talking about me. No, Brian, you are not my only content. All right? When you mention me, I've got every right to say something back. And if anybody wants to go watch his last video, shame on you, buddy. You're sitting there calling people fat asses, making fun of their looks. Look at you. You look like motherfucking Alf from the 1980s. And those glasses, bro. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. So, since I was talking about, I'm going to post and see if anybody wants to come up on panel. Doodle Brown, Michelle Porter, how are you this morning? Mandy C. Oh, the Shannon, you know what? Me too, girl. Holy shit. The past year I'm going to blame the pandemic. I'm going to do that. Instead of blaming myself, I'm going to blame it on the pandemic. Because it's true. Like, I've gained so much weight this past year. Oh, well. Hey, Potty Mouth Mama. I love you. I really do. You are one of the sweetest. I'll tell you what. Potty Mouth Mama and Miss Sally Spencer, when they go live, they crack me up. They are so funny together. They make a great team. Oh, it's depressing. Like, I went in and I was trying to fit into my summer clothes from last year. Yep, not working. Not happening. Yes, pizza girl. I said Alf. I absolutely did. It's gross to sit there and watch a grown man make fun of other women and their weight or this or that about them when he looks like motherfucking Alf. You know what, Gone Girl? Me too. Hey, Kimmy P has ADD. Teacher Mom, good morning. Yes. Happy early Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Mother's Day is hard, but it's beautiful in the same breath. It's sad because, I don't have my mom, and that sucks, right? But the beauty the beauty from that is the fact that my daughter's a mom now, so I can really enjoy Mother's Day. I get to see her be a mother, and that is beautiful. That makes everything better. So I used to hate Mother's Day, like hate it. I couldn't even watch TV without crying when I seen a Mother's Day commercial. But since my kiddo is a mom, I absolutely love Mother's Day. Love it. Forget wearing shorts, Shannon. I ain't doing it this year. Oh, hell no. You won't see me in a pair of shorts this year. I know, potty mouth mama. It's hard. Like, I don't know. I miss my mom, you know? And that feeling really never goes away. Even the older I get, I still miss her. But I don't know. It's only gotten easier because of my kiddo. I get to see her being happy. I get to see her raising her children. And it's so funny to watch because there's things that she does as a parent that I used to do with her. So it's kind of cool to watch that. So, oh my gosh, Mac, you have snow up there? Oh, forget that. We had snow like a week and a half ago, I think, and it stuck for a day or two, but then it warmed up. Not a fan. It can be, Doodle. Life can be very beautiful. And, you know, when people suffer with mental illness, it can get dark. But the beauty in that is that when you have friends to remind you that life can be beautiful, that's what makes it worth it. And it can actually help people. Like, it helped me. I was in a really low spot, and I just had a few gals talk to me and kind of like love me through it, I guess. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'll never, ever forget that. I'll never forget the love, you know? And that's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, all that matters is love. What doesn't matter is things like, you know, a 53-year-old man calling you a fat ass or something. That doesn't matter. The reason they do that is because he's so miserable in his own life, he wants to make everyone else miserable. You act like a child, Brian. You know, you are the person that went to the police because someone called you poopy pants. Remember that, Brian? You called the police because someone called you poopy pants. Oh. You cried and cried and cried about how mean these people are because they called you poopy pants. But here you are today, being a bully, telling people how fat they are, making fun of them for their relapse, calling them idiots. What happened, Brian? Did you grow some balls since people like you again? Is that what it is? Because I remember, about a year ago, nobody could stand you. Nobody wanted you around because you're an asshole. You know, you went on this righteous path for a while. That didn't last long, did it? You're back to your old mean self again. Why is that? Is it because you don't have people like Rel over you anymore, telling you to stop bullying women? Did you manipulate Rel into thinking you're a good guy? You got him to leave you alone. Now you're back to your old habits. What about God? What happened to those passages you would, go live about or make videos with. What happened to all that? Now it seems like you're just hyper focused on people you don't like in this community. Sad little man. Yeah, he's absolutely phony. Oh, Poppy J, thank you. Oh, gosh, I don't feel strong sometimes. I have a pretty quick rebound, though. I mean, life is hard. And it sucks when you have people sitting there bashing you for your shortcomings. That does suck. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it left me feeling some type of way. But I'm not going to allow you to have that power over me, I'm not going to sit there and dwell over the fact that people want to call me names because I relapsed. Like, that just shows what a piece of shit you are. They even tried to say that I blamed my relapse on things that happen in this community. Are you just dense or dumb? Like, it had absolutely nothing to do with YouTube or interaction online. It had to do with me. It had to do with things that are going on in my personal life. Nothing to do with, I can log off. If things are bothering me that bad, I still have the ability to walk away and log off. There's sometimes you won't see me. Oh, there goes a plane. Hold on. There will be times you don't see me for a week or two. And that's probably because, I'm trying to make things better for my world. I'm trying to do things in real life. I don't have time like I used to anymore. And I'm not even going to talk about it because there's people like Brian that'll try to dig and dig and dig and see what's going on. Stay away from me, dude. Stay completely away from me. Leave me alone. Quit stalking my comments. I ain't afraid of you, brother. I ain't afraid at all. You faze me not one bit. I know people like you, and you just show your true colors. Let's put it that way. Hey, Kat Kinsey. Hey, Richard Graper. How are you doing today? Oh, my God. I guarantee he does, too. Expired baloney. Oh, my gosh. Hey, good morning, Trisha, not Trish. How are you? Yeah, that's very true, Doodle. Some of the men around here, it is mind-blowing. I never thought that I would witness a man in their 50s bullying women they don't know. I mean, I kind of understand it when women do it, Women can be catty. I'll admit, I can be very catty. But to see a man doing it, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole different level. Drives me insane. Hey, One Win. One Win's birthday was the other day. Happy belated birthday for those that didn't know it was her birthday. Okay, so I'm going to drop a link again. Then if no one wants to come up, then I'm going to go. I have dishes to do and I don't want to do them. I have a house to clean. I don't want to clean it. I'd rather sit here and talk. I was talking to a friend, I think yesterday, and they was like, yeah, Sarah, we knew something was going on with you because you just didn't make sense. There was things you were saying that didn't make sense. And they were right. And they was like, well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I knew something was wrong. That's okay. If I'm doing something wrong or that doesn't make sense, please tell me. If I'm not going to get mad if someone asks me if there's something going on or if there's something that's bothering me. That's not going to upset me. And, this person is a genuine friend because they knew something was off. And I just want to say, Clancy, I absolutely love you, buddy. Clancy is a great friend. He really is. Clancy's good people. I'm going to mute for just a second. You would think a man with daughters wouldn't treat women with little respect. Say to yourself, would I want a guy to bully my daughters that way? Narnie, you're absolutely right. Oh, I've got a guest.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, gorgeous. How are you?
How are you? Thank you for your birthday wishes. And thank you, everyone in the chat. I saw you guys. There was way too many people to tag at first thing in the morning. I just opened my eyes. But I tried to get you all. But thank you guys so much. Are you talking about Brian? You're up here talking about Brian, right?
Yeah, I'm it angers me. You know, he's bullying Amanda, which
Yes,
really makes me mad.
yes.
And, you know, he is the one that cannot stop talking about me or us.
Yes.
Like, he's getting
Agree.
to the point where, you know, he's going and reading and stalking people's comments. You're going a
Yes.
little overboard, Brian.
Yes. Brian, you've already told me and warned me that something horrible is going to happen to me, to my real life. Okay.
Yeah.
When you continue to make videos mentioning my name, that makes me feel like it's you that's going to do something to my life. So I'm asking you to please leave me alone. Stop making videos talking to me. I don't like you. Sorry. Oh, my dog just unmuted my TV. Hang on a second. Where's the remote, Asher? He stepped on it. Where is it? There it is. Sorry.
Okay.
Good morning, Dolly. Yes. Hi. Morning.
Oh.
And I see what you're doing to, you know, Mandolin and Sarah and other people too. Like, leave us alone. We don't want to talk to you. And that's okay. We don't have to talk to you if we don't want to. I saw, you know, somebody sent me another clip where he was basically saying, you know, I'm going to continue doing this until you unblock me on your channel. So that's what it comes down to, is that he's blocked on my channel and he's butthurt about that.
Yep.
That's embarrassing. You're a man. Grow up. Accept it. You are not welcome. I don't want you in my world. And neither does Sarah.
No.
Neither does Manda. Pretty much nobody in here. Just leave us alone.
Yeah.
And he keeps, here's what he does. He finds your weakest moment and he keeps throwing it in your face.
That's what he does.
So he found his weakest moment and kept throwing it in his face. How would he like it?
Kimmy.
How does he not get it?
Because he doesn't care. He thinks he's got this ego to where he thinks he can do and say whatever he wants. And then he'll cry about it if you respond. And that's crazy to me, because there's a lot of people in this community that have Brian blocked, that do not want to see Brian or what he says. And then he'll do these little videos calling people out. Just stop, Brian.
Shannon, I don't watch the guy. That's his problem. He keeps making videos, I guess, about me. I don't know how many, because I don't look. But he keeps making videos about me and Sarah and Amanda. He keeps making videos about me because he's mad that he's blocked on my channel. I don't want him there.
Yeah, and he's been going after Wendy for a long time.
Right. He talks about my faith. He talks about my job. He talks about my education. Anything he thinks that will push a button so that I'll scream about him and have to panel up with him. That's what he wants. He wants a panel so that he can basically, I don't know, out-argue you.
Yep.
And I'm not interested, Brian. You win. Go ahead. You win the argument. Can you just leave me alone now, please? Thank you very much, Mac 11. I love you.
Mac 11's good people. Yeah, it's obsessive with what he's doing. He's the one that's making video after video after video of Wendy, and he's attacking all of her people. He's attacking me. He's attacking Amanda. He's attacked Hello Starlight. Like it's repetitive. That's obsessive.
And that's the problem. Like, listen, I know that we like each other, but I don't consider you guys like my people. I don't have people.
Right.
That's bizarre. That's a bizarre, terminology to even have. Laura says it too. She said it yesterday. Laura's coming into my real life. For those of you
Yep.
guys who don't know, they're trying to take my store down, I guess. And apparently some attorney is gonna, contact me at some point, which is ridiculous.
Lord.
I never gave a shit about Laura's ugly store, body shaming, bully store, but maybe I need to. Maybe it's time I make some calls about that store. So I'll be working on that since
Yeah.
that's how we're doing it now, right, Laura? So I'll be working on that. And I guess she's decided that me getting totes for people myself, by the way, me doing that is a scam now, and that I'm a complete scam artist. So for those of you guys that wanted the totes, because Teespring won't give them, Teespring doesn't offer them anymore. You wanted me to get them for you. People who want me to do that, apparently that's a scam now. That's a whole scam, which is ridiculous. That's not a scam in any way. It's me trying to offer that to you because you guys wanted it. Nothing more. So
I love your merch.
Thank you. Me too.
Came out,
I love it too. And the merch is staying. So whatever they want to
Yeah.
do, they can. The store can go down, and I will still do the merch. I'm not scared of Laura. I'll figure out a way to do it. I'll do it secretly in my Discord, and then you'll never know about it, Laura.
She used to be so paranoid that people was going to come after her merch or her Patreon. But look what she's doing. She's going after other people's merch.
That's right. And she knows that we're right about the things when we say that, you have 3 channels with memberships. You don't do shit for. You don't do anything special for your members. You don't do anything special for your patrons. Neither does Truth. Neither does, I'm trying to, does Molly? I mean, I don't know what Molly does. At least she does giveaways and shit. I don't know. Laura's like weeks and weeks behind on her candles because she's taken way too many orders that one person can handle. And so now she's having to pay like double the money, I guess, for shipping to ship these out. And good, you should, because you suck and your candles suck. So
the thing that bothers me is, she's so hyper focused on, well, $5 will go here, $5 will go there. She didn't start doing that until this whole thing with Diane came about.
And be real, the only reason that she did it was because she knew that it would make people want to buy them.
Absolutely.
So she did it as an opportunity. She didn't do it as a gesture of a kind heart. She did it as an opportunity to make money, and it worked. She got lots of money. So good. Take your money and enjoy and go away. Stop. I don't know why you're coming into my real life. I don't know why that's okay all of a sudden. I guess because it's me.
And have you noticed, Wendy, every time you go live, Laura will strike up a live and start talking about you, start bashing you. Even if you don't mention her, she does it.
She's very bothered by me, but I have not done any, I have not lied about this woman. I have not gone into this woman's real life. She sat there and screamed about how she doesn't talk about anyone's kids. Excuse me. You just spoke about my child. You just did it like the other day. You mentioned his name. You talked about about his faith. You said that I was a bad mom and that's why he ran to God. Yeah, you talked about my child, and you've talked about Manda's children, and you've talked about Starlight's children. You've talked about Brian's children.
Yeah.
You've talked about everyone's kids, Laura, everyone's. And I find it a little weird that her, something teenager son was being naked, had to throw some clothes on, after, 15 seconds or 30 seconds into the conversation. My son's never stood around the house naked. That's bizarre to me, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
It was definitely weird. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, that's completely weird.
Well, I'll mention it. She has no problem discussing my children. None.
Right.
Or yours, or anyone's, or Amanda's.
Definitely.
She's talked about CPS being called about our children. She's blamed us for CPS calls to her house. None of that is true.
She wonders why some of us just do not like her. Well, let me refresh your memory, Laura, and everyone else's. You made fun of my autistic son and his grades. You made fun of me for putting his being on the honor student. You made fun of me for putting that out there. What's wrong with you? You have a child that suffers from autism too, and you're going to make fun of my kid with autism? I'm sorry. That's just something I'm not going to just forget about.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. When she's over there in a rant, screaming and yelling, and she's doing all that projection, it's like I said, it's how she wishes her life was. She
Yep.
wishes she was innocent, right? She wishes that she had never spoken on our kids, and then she'd have a leg to stand on. She does.
Mhm.
She has no legs to stand on. The internet is forever. I have clips all on my channel. Go watch them. Go see for yourself where she
Yep.
lied. Where she lied about doxing Whiskey's family and children. In her Patreon, where she screams and yells at Whiskey, tells him to go back to Diane if he believes that. And then boom, there's the picture of his child. You're a liar, Laura. You're just a liar. That's what you are. And those of us that have come to accept it and stopped watching you right here, I'll raise my hand. We're fine. We like that. I like my choice. I don't like watching Laura. She makes me mad. There's no reason for me to watch her. I wish we could all get the hell away from her.
Yeah, and that's the thing. She'll sit there and say, well, they watch me. No, a lot of us just get clips of things you say, or somebody will say something in a comment that, Laura said this or that. So yeah, obviously we're going to go check it out.
Rosewater, how do you get a bra attached to shorts? Well, when you're standing in the garage, in the open garage, by the way, naked, and your mom tells you to run out to the street to get your trash cans that are flying down the street in a apparent, I don't know, hurricane. I don't know what's happening over there. Your trash cans are flying down the street, and you send your child to run out and get them because you're too lazy to get off your fully dressed ass with shoes to go get it. Your son has to grab a pair of shorts, I guess, out of the dryer, off the floor. I don't know. And a bra was attached to them. And he goes,
she was afraid of melting.
Running down the driveway with his bra off his ass, which, that's hilarious. That's a funny story. I would show that, it's the stuff leading up to it that was shocking to me. I don't know. My teenage boys did not stand around the house naked ever.
Yeah. Neither does mine.
That didn't happen in my house.
And then, she'll sit there and say things like, well, don't talk about my children, blah, blah, blah. But she's the first one that has them on her live. And yeah, of course, people are going to talk about things that go on during your live, Laura. And if you do things like that, yeah, people are going to talk about it. When you have your kid running down the street with a bra hanging off his shorts, people are going to talk about it. You can't stop people from talking about it. Maybe you should have put that on your live.
Yeah. Ash, he said he was naked. She's like, go get the trash cans. He's like, I'm naked. She's like, I don't care. Go get them. So he threw on some shorts. Like I said, I don't know from where. Perhaps the dryer, the floor. I don't know. And then ran down the street to get his trash cans. And honestly, look, she's going to get all mad that I'm even speaking on it. I don't give a fuck, Laura. I'm not really trying to attack your children. I'm sure they're wonderful kids. I wish that you would stop forgetting that you have spoken lots about our children and just leave us the fuck alone. That's what I wish. I don't have people. She's like mad at Kelly Kell, I guess now. And she's like, Wendy's people. These are not my people. They're just people I enjoy. I don't own them.
Right.
It's so bizarre to refer to people that way. My people. What? That's weird. I don't like it. You guys are all your own people. I enjoy you and I come watch you. Therefore, you're mine. I don't know. That's weird.
It is weird. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. It was kind of important.
I'm so sorry. Did I cut you off?
No, you didn't. Girl, I can't multitask.
Hold on. I'll rewind and listen.
Oh gosh, I forget now. No, and that's the thing. Laura always does this too. She'll say, my people. That's something that she has always said. That's so weird. It's so unbelievably weird to sit there and claim that people are your people. No, we're all individuals that come onto the internet. You'll have followers that like you, but guess what? Some of those followers still like us too, Laura.
Yes.
And if she could,
you were talking about people are going to talk about stuff if you put it on the internet. That's what you were talking about.
I completely forget.
I'm so sorry. That's my fault.
It was not your fault at all.
Oh, I feel terrible.
Because I was reading the chat. It wasn't your fault at all.
Well, she owns her people because why? Because they pay her money. So therefore they're labeled her people. Okay, so no, you're their people is really how that goes. You work for them.
Yep.
She tried to say that she doesn't bash Patreons, and then she names off like these obscure people that no one talks about and have only kissed her ass or whatever. Have I ever talked about you when you left Patreon? Well, no, of course not, because they didn't go live and talk about the horrible way you treated them.
Amen.
Of course, you're not going to talk about them.
Amen.
Ridiculous.
She talks about every single Patreon that leaves her. If they, if they join people she doesn't like, or if, they become friendly with people she doesn't like, then yes, she will start bashing them. I have seen it. And then she'll backtrack and say, well, I never talk about this person or that person. Yeah, you do, Laura. You just want people to forget.
Right.
But,
and they do forget.
Yep.
Her crowd is brainwashed. It's amazing to watch them.
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch them. They're like, yep, you're totally right, Laura. You never talk bad about patrons ever. Like, what?
And that's the weird thing. Like, none of them ever disagree with her or say, no, Laura, I don't think you're right.
They're get blocked as soon as you do, or yelled at.
It's so weird.
Not allowed to disagree with her.
Yeah.
She wants an echo chamber. That's what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets it. And they pay her money. And then when they get sick of that, they get sick of the abuse, paying to be abused.
Yeah, and that's why her ego is so freaking huge, because people, say, Laura's so great. Laura could never do anything wrong. Laura never did that. Laura never said that. Well, if you were to look at some of our channels, you would be able to see that, yes, Laura has said this. Laura has done that, because we've either talked about it or we've clipped it.
Yeah, that's the thing, especially, those of us that put videos out on our channels. We've proven everything we've ever said about Laura.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever said about Laura, I've proven either on my channel or someone else's.
We don't need to lie about Laura. Laura makes
not at
herself
all.
look dumb quite a bit.
Yeah.
She'll sit there and say how we are all liars. No, Laura, we call you out on the things you say and do.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
God.
Absolutely.
You're attacking Wendy, trying to go after her merch. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. There's apparently some lawyer that's supposed to write me some letter. I don't even know what she's talking about, or no one has contacted me yet. So that's fine with me. And if I need to take the store down, I will. I certainly didn't mean any copyright infringement or mean to hurt anybody.
Right.
My merch was for Stephanie and for Hummingbird specifically. And they got their prizes, or, they got something because, Laura stole their cheesecakes basically and ate them. So they paid, the story, right? They paid $50 for a cheesecake. The cheesecake was delivered to Laura instead of to the people. Laura sent them a picture of said cheesecake and said, I can't get this to you. Sorry. It's $50, by the way. Didn't pay them back, A, and then ate the fucking cheesecake, B, and then sent a picture of the eaten cheesecake.
That is so strange to me. And
the best story ever. How are you not going to make merch out of that? Of course I'm going to make merch out of that. That's funny as fuck.
Right. She can make merch with our names, our shortcomings.
Relapse candle for you.
Right.
That's beautiful. Throw that in there. A bipolar one for Science Girl. It's beautiful. Throw that in there.
Trisha says, please don't take your items down, Wendy. Don't ever do any favors for Laura. She is a disgusting human being. Yes, she is.
The merch is going to stay. Trust me. Even if that store gets closed, I can open another one. That's easy to do. And then the link, she doesn't ever need to get the link. I'll drop it in my Discord where her and her, minions are not welcome.
Yeah, gosh.
And then all the people that want it will get it, and the people that don't want it can suck it.
Yeah, why is it she can do her candles the way she wants, but Wendy can't do her merch the way she wants?
And I never complained about those candles. I pointed out what they were, but I never sat here and cried and moaned and pissed and whatever. She has bitched about my merch every single day since it's gone up. Every day.
Yep.
She's that bothered by it. She's that bothered by that merch.
And then
why? Because it shows, what a scammer you are. Is that the problem? Because you scam these people out of at least $100 and 2 cheesecakes, you fat cow? Like, is that the problem? That you ate the cheesecakes instead of giving them to the people that they belong to? And you don't like that I know that story? I bet you're bummed that I know that story, huh, Laura? You probably
hates it.
You hate that I know that story, huh, honey? Yeah, I'm never going to forget that story, sweetie. It's too good. It's too good.
Oh, gosh.
Vintage gal, thank you, love. Thank you, darling.
It's crazy. Yeah, Amanda, you're right. We can all report too. I don't want it to come down to that. None of us want to do that, because
look at Johnny Cuddy in the chat. You've all done and said things that were a little off. Yeah, a little off. Okay.
What about Laura? What about the things that she has said? Why don't you ever call her out, John?
Her candle business was negatively spoken by all of you. Just saying, yeah, because she's got 3 body shaming candles of me.
Yeah.
The rest of them are disgusting. She was going to do a relapse candle for Sarah. Like, she's gross. And she's doing this whole mirroring thing again with me, where she's saying the word gross all the time and creepy and weird. Those are my words, Laura. Stop saying them. You're mimicking me, and it's weird, you disgusting narc. Stop it. That's a narcissistic trait. When you do that mirroring shit, knock it off. It's weird. Stop it, Laura. Go back to your own vocabulary. You have 12 words that you know how to use. Use them. Stop trying to expand and go into other people's vocabulary. It's weird.
Oh, this is why I love Wendy.
Good morning.
She is always on it.
I just woke up and it's fun. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, well, I had a great birthday.
Good.
And I got so much, so many, like, birthday wishes and so many comments about, celebrating my birthday. And you guys are so sweet to me. It means the world. And
you've got a lot of people that really care about you and just adore you, Wendy. You're good people. Regardless of what other people say, we know who Wendy is, and we love her for who she is.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I've been feeling low sometimes, the last week or so, because I'm telling you, we're taking it from every angle of the community right now.
Yeah.
And it gets to be too much. It gets to, and for Molly and Brian to be up there going like, yep, something bad's going to happen to you. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, why do I need to be out here being a target for these motherfuckers? I'll just be in my Discord safe and happy. Thank you. Bye. Like, I'm not interested in having my real life fuck with. I'm not. And Brian, Molly, and Laura, these are like the biggest real lifers in the community, all getting together to hate me. No thanks.
Yep. You've done nothing wrong. You have not scammed anyone. You have not taken money away from anywhere. Yet they try to say that you do. And it's so wrong. They try to, what's the word am I looking for? They try to, I can't think of the word. They try to bundle you in with Diane.
Lump me in with Diane.
Yeah, they try to do that. Oh gosh, hold on.
They do. They want me to be guilty, just like, of whatever Diane did. And they're bummed that, people support me. And, they don't like that. But
people
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, people need to get through their heads that you had nothing to do with the money. You did not scam anyone.
No, I did not. Abigail, you're going to have to ask Randy that question. Do you see that my name is Wendy? Wendy. Wendy. My name is not Randy. I don't answer questions for Randy. You can ask her, please. That would be beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes, pugs. Implicate. And also, oh gosh, it just makes me mad how, everybody is, Diane hasn't spoken about some things. So now, since Diane's not going to talk about it, let's blame Wendy for it because Wendy was Diane's co-host. Well, yeah, Wendy was just that. She was just a co-host.
Yes. Co-host.
She was not involved with any of the money. She had nothing to do with that. Leave her out of that.
And as much as you guys would love to say that I knew about it for a year, you're wrong. Because as soon as I knew about it, I told you about it. And that's your proof right there. If I didn't know about it, and then I didn't say anything. Once I knew, I came out and told you guys immediately. If I knew this a year ago, I would have told you a year ago.
Nobody is going to go and hide. None of us are hiding. Okay? All you guys are doing over there is being bullies. That's all you do. You guys go live about Wendy or this one or that one every single day. We have the right to respond.
That's right.
Just like today, Brian has made a couple videos on me. I haven't responded until today because I've had enough. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you say something about it, then you're wrong. If you don't say something about it, then you're obviously in hiding. What the hell?
I know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hard to me. These people are so full of hate.
Every one of them.
And I can't tell what the motivation is behind. I finally, I had made a comment on Randy's about Queenie _J. Because she was going around in chats. Now, don't say anything mean about her because we squashed it. But she was going around in chats just saying, you know, hateful things, just, you know, that I'm a bully and I like being hateful and I like hurting people. And you know, none of that is true. I don't like hurting people, you know?
Yeah, I don't
I don't
either.
mind insulting people every once in a while because it can be funny, you know, throw a little shade at someone. That can be funny. However, I don't want to be a bully, and I don't want to be hateful, and I'm not hateful. So I finally commented on one of her videos and I was like, why do you hate me? Like, what did I do to you? And it turned out that, you know, she was upset about something totally not really even related to me. And she apologized for being hateful. And I said, you know, look, no hard feelings, of course. Like, I get it. And it really is no hard feelings. Like, I wish nothing but the best for her. And I appreciate that she was willing to apologize. That showed me a great side of her. And I was like, thank you. You know, that means a lot to me because I don't want to have enemies. I really am not looking for enemies.
Yeah, and forgiveness goes a long way.
Kind.
This community, there's a lot of people in this community that are very forgiving. And if you go to someone with an apology and they accept it, that's cool. Leave it alone. Leave it there. Damn.
Mac 11 says, why don't both factions just leave the other alone? Truce. Well, I would love to. We have offered many times to just leave us, you know, please leave us alone. We have asked them many times, Mac. They don't. We are their content. If we left them alone enough, I guess, and they ran out of shit to say, they would make stuff up. That's what happens. We see it. We see it. They make stuff up so that they can speak on it and be mad at us. I don't.
How many times have we heard Laura say, I don't talk about them? Well, reality confirms that that's a lie. Go look at her channel and look how many times a day she goes live and look how many times she'll put someone's name in her title. So yeah, she's a liar. She talks about us all the time.
And she'll do it again today, of course, because she'll take this and be like, oh my God, these people woke up with my name in their mouth. You know, she'll go live and she'll say all these kind of gross, nasty things and whatever, and call us liars about God knows what.
Call me Sarah dipshit. Clock it.
So she'll just, that's what she does. I'm sure she'll body shame me again in some way. I don't, whatever, Laura, just shh, be quiet.
Laura lives in a glass house. That's all I've got to say.
She's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous. Hey, Miss Leah. Hey, Guy. I see you guys all. I love you guys. Yeah, she does go live like 4 times a day. I want with Laura, to be honest. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Thank you. There's my girl. I don't make deals with the devil. There's my girl.
Amen.
Sorry, Madeline. I guess you are my people. Yeah, I feel the same way. There's no truce to be had. There's no resolution here. I don't want these people in my world. That's why they're blocked. And they're going to stay blocked. Sorry, Brian. I don't want to talk to you. You're not going to force me up on a panel with you so you can argue and argue and argue and argue and argue. Shut up. I'm not interested. Practice your arguing for your Darlie case, okay? Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and Brian, leave me alone. Look, we live like 8 minutes away from each other. Just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you. In fact, if you make another video about how much of an idiot I am because I relapsed, I am not going to respond. Like, this is it. I don't want anything to do with you. Just keep my name out of your mouth. And I'm sure Wendy feels the same. Keep Wendy's name out of your mouth. Find other content. If you don't want us to talk about you, don't talk about us.
Yeah, just leave us alone.
All we do is respond when you say dumb shit.
And like I said, he's pulling out, he throws things at you to try to make you upset. Like he's talked about my faith. He's talked about my education, my intelligence, you know, my career. These are the things that he knows are going to make me get mad and want to speak to him.
Yep.
I don't want to talk to you. And that's why he goes at you about, you know, your addiction and any other things. And, you know, any other things that you can do. And that when you put up a video accidentally for a few seconds and then removed it, apparently that's the biggest problem for him forever.
Yeah. You know why I made that video in the first place, or why I clipped him in the first place? It was because I was a Patreon of Laura's, and Brian wouldn't stop talking about jerking one off to a 14-year-old in the privacy of his own home.
Yeah.
That's why I clipped that, because it's gross to talk about jerking anything to an underage child. That's why I clipped it. Okay. And that's why I called you a PEDO, because that's pedo-ish to say.
It's
Why were
gross.
you even thinking about that? Why was that even in your thought process?
It is gross. And you keep talking about it, Brian. The rest of us are going to put it up on our channels too. How
Yeah.
about that?
Don't think I didn't go back into my Google and found that shit where you said it, because I did delete the one video, but I still have it. You said that.
And I might just go ahead and ask you for a copy of it, and I'll put it up on my channel. Fuck you.
All right. I got it. Shoot.
Leave us alone, Brian.
Yeah, just leave us alone. We'll leave you alone. Clock it. Like, I'll give you money. If you sit there and talk about me, I can guarantee you this time that I will not respond to you. I'm done. I'm going to block you, and that's it. You won't have anything to say about me. I won't have anything to say about you.
And as far as like finding us in comment sections, next time I see you in chat, I'll be blocking you there too, so that you can stop hunting comment sections for comments that aren't even about you or to you.
Yep. See, this is what adulting is. We're talking about it right now, and this is going to be it. Like, we want nothing more to do with you. So we are blocking you from our
life.
Yes.
You're not welcome. I don't want you. Go talk to a man. Why? It's so cringy that you're so in women's drama. Go talk to a man.
Yeah, men don't even want anything to do with him, Wendy. He's trying to find out. He said, get this, he said that he would pay someone for Rex's information.
Oh, jeez. Like, look, why don't you and Stellar and 180 get together and do like a men's Bible study or like a men's discipleship group? Like, how good would that be for them? I'm not even joking. Like, I'm being for real. These are men right here in the same community that you are. So they know all about, the toxicity and the craziness. They know about the crazy women here. Go ahead and start like a discipleship group for men and have those two gentlemen join it with you. And you guys do something positive with your lives here.
Yeah,
Stop
Brian, maybe
women's drama, coming at people for their addictions, coming at people for, things that you perceive to be a weakness. Just leave the women alone and hang out with some men. It's weird.
The sad thing is they don't even want him because they know what he is. They know what he's like. They know the things he says. They know he's a hypocrite.
Well, then I can't help you then. I tried. I tried to give you a good idea.
Yeah.
I tried to give you a good idea, Brian. I can't help it if men don't like you. I can't fix that for you.
I've never seen a Christian man sit there and belittle someone because of a relapse. I've never seen a Christian man sit there and make fun of someone's weight.
Never.
What is wrong with you, Brian?
No. Or addiction.
Yeah.
Never. No, that's not what Christian men do.
No, not at all.
None that I know anyway. I've never met one that does that. Hope. But whatever. I just don't understand. Like, you have this newfound relationship with God. Most people that are newly Christians are on a pretty good high. They call it the mountain high. And you're on a pretty good mountain high from, just receiving the Lord. So why aren't you pursuing that? Why aren't you having a Bible study or a discipleship group with your fellow mountain high Christian males? Why aren't you doing that? I bet you would love that. You'd probably have a great time and maybe grow in the Lord. Iron sharpens iron, right? Go. Ow. Oh, I just bonked your head, Mama. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you don't care. She doesn't care at all. Whatever. I bonked her in the head just now. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't really bonk her. She jumped up into my vape.
Little Asher. She is the cutest little thing.
She's adorable.
Oh my God.
Adorable. But she's scooching right now because she wants a you-know-what. Okay, fine. Here, have it. God, just for breathing. Here. Good morning. Yes, I know, darling. Hold on. Let me open it.
Poppy J, you're right. We're doxing innocent people that are not on YouTube.
Right.
Yep.
Or doxing children in a chat of like 800 people. What the fuck are you doing? You're gross, man. Just leave me the fuck alone, for real. Just leave me alone.
It's gross.
I have absolutely nothing I want to say to him.
I don't either. And that's why, I did want to come live because I'm going to defend people when it comes to him bashing an addiction, when it comes to him bashing people's weight. Leave me out of your mouth, Brian. Quit making fun of my friends. Quit making fun of people in general. And Wendy had it right. Why don't you start up something when it comes to Christianity? Try to lead people to Christ. Isn't that what they do? Christians try to lead other people into Christianity to save their souls. That's what they believe.
They're supposed to.
They don't sit there and talk about women's weight, make fun of them, and make fun of them for their shortcomings. Is your higher power going to be proud of you for that, Brian? You think?
He
Just
he wants the world to know that I'm a hypocrite. And fine. Okay, I'm a hypocrite. Fine. Noted. That's fine. I'm sure I have done hypocritical things. I'm sure I have.
We all have, Wendy.
Right? Okay.
None of us
So
are
noted.
perfect.
There's no reason to get on a platform with me and have an argument with me proving that I'm a hypocrite. It's fine. I stipulate I'm a hypocrite. Okay. There you go. Can you leave me alone now?
Right. You know, in this community, it just seems like things are getting worse and worse and worse by the day. Like there's no peace. There's no calm before the storm. It's just every single day there's something. Just, oh.
Yeah.
When you get to a point to where you're reading comments, it's time to move on. Like you obviously have no content. So you're just reading out people's comments.
Yeah, you're just trolling. You're trolling different comment sections of all the channels that you don't like, just so you can look at people's comments and then call them out for that. Like, why are you doing that?
You know what, Doodle? I'm going to say this. Amanda made a video yesterday and she showed herself. Let me tell you something,
She's
Brian.
adorable.
She is.
She's so cute.
She is.
She's adorable. Yes, that was adorable.
Leave her alone.
And he called her a what? He called her a fat ass?
Yeah. And yeah.
Has he seen himself? Oh God, sorry. Shit. Brian, I wouldn't be throwing stones about looks, my boy. Please don't. It's not okay. Just leave people alone.
Do you own a mirror, Brian? Just asking. You know.
He did not get a good response under that video making fun of weight. His own people, aside from a few assholes, even told him it was fucked up. Yeah. Same with the vid about addiction. He is losing. Oh, that was the end of the sentence. He was losing. Yeah. Good. I'm glad to see that. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who, likes him and also called him out on that, because he's not going to listen to us call him out on that because, he doesn't like us. But if you guys can tell him, let him know that it's still not cool to go after a woman's body. It's still not cool to go after people's shortcomings or their addictions, etc. It's still not cool. Even if you don't like us, it's still not cool. And Mandolin's little video yesterday was super cute. She's adorable. And you're blind if you don't think so. Sorry.
Sarah says, I asked Brian this in his comment section and he deleted my comment.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
That's pretty sad, Brian. You are a bully.
It's weak. You're a bully.
Yeah.
It's weak. You're picking on women. You can't talk. Whatever. It's weak.
You
man, stop it. Grow up.
I used to get along with Brian. I did. We kind of made amends and we got along there for a while. And then, I kind of went my separate way and I've been attacked ever since from Brian. And I know why he's doing it. I get it. But I'm just here to tell you, Brian, that I'm done this time. Like, I'm not going to respond to you. I think you're lame and I don't want it to escalate because there's a chance it could. If you keep talking about me, if you keep bringing my name up, if you keep calling me names, making fun of me, it could escalate and I'm going to stop it before that happens. Therefore, I'm blocking you. This is my one and done, I guess. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
So.
And we need to just be done.
Yep. Yeah.
We need to be done.
People like it when other people attack. So I think Brian has accumulated a following because they like that drama. They like seeing him rage and call women names and make fun of them. They like it. They're in it for the drama. Congratulations, Brian. If that's what you want, congratulations. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm not impressed.
No, I'm not either. I mean, it's hurtful because he's saying things about my friends. He's making fun of my friends. He's making fun of people that relapse. And this is another thing that pisses me off. When you hear somebody make fun of someone for their shortcomings, like he's done with me, and then turn right around and say, well, I don't mean it towards you guys. I just mean it towards her. No, it doesn't work that way. If you're going to make fun of someone for relapsing, that you're making fun of everybody that's ever relapsed.
Yes. Agree.
And Laura does that same shit too. And it drives me insane.
Yes. Look at Doodle's comment. She says, so many creators won't let subs walk away without a target on their back. Enough already. So, my comment to that is, Laura tried to say yesterday that, it's always a lie, right? All the people that ever leave her and come out with the same story, by the way, of, she made me do this. She was, we were scared to leave her. We can't even speak to her or else she screams at us. They all have the same exact story. But apparently they're all liars, right? Everyone that leaves Laura comes out with the same story. And then they're targeted. They can't all be liars.
We're not. And see, that's the thing. She deflects, and then she'll say things like, well, they're just liars. No. How is 30 to 40 people lying?
Right.
It's you.
And Doodle, Doodle came out and said that no one even asked her. She just said it just now. I don't know if Doodle is a former Laura person or not, but they can't all have the same, like, we can't do that to any people that leave us. Like, all of us as creators need to be more mindful of the fact that sometimes people just stop liking us and they go, and they get to. I've had people, that not necessarily like in my inner circle, but people that, were supporters of me and Diane that are no longer supporting me because, because of how I've handled this, they don't like the way I've handled it or whatever. And that's fine. I don't go harassing these people. I don't go to their streams. I don't make troll accounts about them. I don't talk shit about them. I let them go in peace because everyone has a right to make their own decisions here about who they support and who they don't. They shouldn't have to be intimidated to stay and support me or anyone else.
Right. Well, it's been an hour and a half, Miss Wen, and I've got to get started on this house.
Okay, darling. Thanks for
I do
having
like
me.
my morning routines and
this was fun. Thank you. I enjoyed waking up with you.
Oh, I love it when you come over here. Thank you so much for coming up. No,
welcome.
I'm serious. You're so witty and you're funny, and I love.
Thank
you know what? Wendy is a great person to be friends with because she is funny. She is witty. And she makes you smile. There's some things that she'll say that just make you smile. And I love her for that.
Well, I'm sure we can all look forward to Laura getting in her car and driving to God knows where and, rage driving. And I'm sure we'll hear about it. You talked about my son. I can't believe it. And you talked about his body. You must definitely be a, what? Oh, shut up, Laura. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. If you don't want
She's a whole mess
about, please keep him off the internet. And really, I'm mostly just talking about the fact that you have a bizarre life. That's it. Your life and home is very different than my life and home. So it was definitely something to talk about. My home was not like that. But anyway, I'll hop off and let you say your goodbyes. Thanks for having me, Sarah.
Thank you for coming up. I love you, Wendy.
I love you. I love you too, Sarah. I love you so much. And I love you. And the birthday wishes and everything, and get your merch before you while you can, because it's about to apparently be shut down.
Yeah, that's right. Go and get it now. Go over to One Wen's channel and get you some merch while they last. So I think I'm going to end it here. There was a lot said in this live. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to be vindictive or anything. But if you push someone far enough, they're obviously going to react, okay? And if you keep talking about me and my recovery, my relapses, I'm going to say something, and therefore I did. Leave me alone, dude. I don't want anything to do with you. You're trash. Legit trash. So, and Laura, I don't even give a shit about you. Keep my name out of your mouth. If you don't want me talking about you, don't talk about me. You brought me up yesterday, Laura. You. I hadn't even been talking about you. I hadn't given you a thought. Trust and believe that my life is so full right now, you are definitely not a part of it. But if you mention me, I'm obviously going to mention you. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to jump off here, and I hope all of you have a beautiful day. I got to go do dishes. So, all right. I love you guys, and thank you guys for becoming members. I caught a few of them, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day this weekend. So, with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend.